Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back on the pay to win account and we have a lot of things to do. If you haven't looked at the recent events, there is a lot of stuff to do right in AFK Arena right now. Treasure Hunters, we have one more here, so we got to finish up our Labyrinth bosses. We do have the cool refreshments if you haven't used it. Vault of Time, this is super time consuming. We've been making progression in here. As you can see from the Vault of Time, we'll check it out really quick. I'm saving right now my essence. As you can see, we just got past the second set of bosses and I'm building up my celerity tree. As you can see, we have two more here to build, which I'm going to build them both, go to level 5. Big thing with level 5 here is, of course, heroes receiving this blessing will gain an additional increase of 1% for every 2 seconds they're alive, up to the maximum amount of 25%. So very cool with the Vault of Time. Misty Valley. If you guys haven't seen the Misty Valley, stage 12 with the Mauler team. So as you guys know, I do run with casuals in my main account. Misty Valley beating the stage with 5 Maulers, stage 12 with 5 Maulers. We've had 2 team members or 2 guild mates that have finished that, which makes it absolutely insane. Lilith is going to have to do something when it comes to the Misty Valley because stage 12 is just absolutely crazy. Dreamland doubles are up, meaning that you get doubles from the Twisted Essence and Poe coins, as well as if you're going through running the trials with Drez, running the trials with Ezio. If you see in my video on Tuesday, we bought Ezio. Kind of disappointed. I was trying him out today in the Misty Valley, and I was trying him out in the Vault of Time. Not doing very well in either. As you guys have seen, I ran him through the Labyrinth, I ran him in the King's Tower, I ran him through the campaign a little bit, as you can see right there. Overall, not doing very well, which definitely kind of disappointed with, but overall, SEO is kind of interesting, kind of unique, kind of a niche hero. But let's go ahead and look at our team. One thing that I have found is as I'm getting further into the Abyssal expedition, I don't have enough heroes to fill hero slots. So as you can see, we have 44,000 gems up there. We're going to go ahead and we are going to do our summons. I stripped all of our gear. Last time we were here, we did get Arthur. We have Nakoruru. We have Ezio. We have a lot of heroes here, but we do need more heroes. You can get Ezio and Nakoruru as free to play. Lilith has ensured that you can get both of them. So if you're planning on getting both of them, definitely buy Nakoruru. Out of the 2, I absolutely love Nakoruru. She destroys in this account and my main account when it comes to the Abyssal expedition, the tower, even in the campaign. Nakoruru does very well, but it is a huge resource drainer. So you're actually going to be spending probably a month and a half pumping resources into Nakoruru and Ezio to go ahead and build both of those. So you're foregoing red chests, you're foregoing Wukong if you're looking to build him, you're foregoing Arthur if you're looking to build him, and you're also foregoing the emblems of space. So once you have Arthur bought and paid for, these show up as the emblems of space, which this is the consumable, the emblem for dimensional heroes. So with SEO, with Nakoruru, you're foregoing everything that you can get in the Labyrinth store. So if you're really looking to get the heroes, definitely save to buy them. So as we were saying earlier, this is the pay to win account, meaning anything we get in super chats, anything we get in YouTube revenue, anything that I put into this account, which we have put a ton in this account lately, we'll go ahead to building this account. Wall of Legends, we always like to check out. Look at that. We made it to the top 10. We were trying to go for the top 10. We are number 8 for the tower progression. I've been pushing this quite a bit, trying to get more gold because this is what we wanted to do with the amount of gold we get out of there. In here, we're 24, but 26-5. So we're definitely making some progression. As you can see, if we can push through a couple stages, we don't have that much room above us to actually get into the top 10, which is where we want to try to push this account today. But let's go ahead and get into the summons. So looking at our bag here, we always want to open these. So over the course of the last, well, since Tuesday, or since Sunday, so today is Thursday, so over the course of 5 days, we have 18 scrolls. We have 50 of our Stargazer cards, so we'll be able to Stargaze for quite a bit. We have 63 faction scrolls. A lot of those scrolls just came from the Abyssal Expedition. We have been picking up some of our little wishing bottles. 600 elite stones here, 1,300 here, so we can continue to buy heroes. I did strip all their gear off. So let's go ahead and see how we do. So we have 10 heroes here. Hopefully we get some good ones, which got another copy of Saurus, which is good. Gorvo, definitely. Lorzen is good. Estrild is good. Verk. If you have not seen the patch that is coming out with the Verk rework, very, very powerful rework. He's actually replacing his Vanish skill with Poison Trap. It's going to be very, very powerful. So no Celestials or Hypogens on that one, but that's okay. All right, and here is all of our blue fodder, so we can continue to level up the heroes there. So Temple of Ascension adds another, which good. We got more food. We got Verk, we got Baden, and we got Kelthar. Kelthar, kind of a hit or miss. I've used him a couple times. He seemed to do well. A lot of battles he doesn't seem to do well at all. Still trying to get more food for a lot of different heroes as we get into the summons. All right, so the Stargazer. So we're going to go for the twins. The logic behind it is we already have, as you remember, Taylene, we got her to Mythic Plus, so we're going to keep her at Mythic Plus. The twins you want to pull to Mythic. The reason that you want to bring the twins to Mythic is because they need their signature item to increase their survivability. When they're below Mythic without the signature item, very, very hard to keep them alive. As you're pushing more progression with the boss, they'll actually just die. And as Saurus gets stronger and stronger, he pushes more damage, in turn killing the twins overall. So let's go ahead and get into the summons. Like I said, with the twins, we need 2 copies of them. So we have 50 cards. Might be able to get a copy. Remember, we got double copies of them last time. Would love to see the 30,000 diamonds. I have never seen it yet. All right, so hopefully we need 2 copies, which the first pull, nothing but some Mauler cards, so not too good on that one. Second one, double twins. Look at that. Oh, we got lucky. So that's 4 pulls, 4 sets of twins, double twins right there. Oh, very, very nice. That is some definite luck. Double set of twins from a pull. There we go. They are Mythic. That is what we wanted. We wanted to get them to Mythic. There's their signature item. So we have Taylene, we have the twins, we have Mahira. Aziz we're getting from the store. So we're not going to continue to build him. We're going to save and buy him from the store. So we're going to go for Taylene. Let's use the rest of the cards for Taylene. Maybe we can pull, look, just pull double Orthos up there maybe. But we'll go for Taylene because Taylene we do want to get to Ascended. She does very, very well. We're continuing to build her signature item. 3 more pulls here. Hopefully the Stargazer will continue to give us some love. It is a, not too bad, another Mauler card. That's 3 Mauler cards. Got a lot of chests there. 2 more pulls. Super stoked about the twins pull, which no copy there. Final one, maybe 1 copy of Taylene. It is. Nope, just some more. That's okay though. We got 2. We got 2 copies of the twins. I'm more than happy with the copies of the twins. All right, so we have a ton of faction scrolls here. We have 18, we have 63 faction, 44,000 diamonds. Looking at our wish list. So I'm thinking here, because we already have our core team built, I think we're gonna go with, I don't know, let me know. Let me know what you guys think. What you guys are thinking. I know we have a lot of Wilders here. We've built a lot of heroes, but I know Maulers would be good to build. Light Bears would be good to build. We already have Rowan up. We already have Rose up. We already have Lucius up. So a lot of the primary heroes we already have up. We just need food, and we need food for a lot of heroes. Same with the Wilders. We swapped in Namora. We swapped in there. Saurus, I would still like to max out because he is super powerful. Isolde, Oden, we would like to build. We already have our heroes up that we have to Ascended. All right, so we'll save the faction scrolls. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Damon, Cecilia. Yeah, I like Cecilia. She is very... We're not going 4 stars now. Big reason is, remember, adding stars adds 2.5%. We need more Ascended heroes to not only go ahead and put them in the Whale Inn, but we need more Ascended heroes so we can actually use them as we're going for the Abyssal Expedition. We're running out of heroes in there with progression. All right. Yeah, I love Cecilia. Cecilia is super powerful. Which our first pull there, got a lot of rare cards. Anytime that we get that amount of rare cards. So we'll go, let's say, Light Bearers. These ones I'm going to save. We have 3 of these. All right, so we're going to go Light Bearers with the scrolls. We'll see what we do with our 44,000 diamonds. First one there's our first elite with a regular scroll. Copy of Pharrell. Definitely take a copy. We need, again, more food, but I think we can take him to Ascended pretty soon, which is what we want. Choice select Gwen. We already have Gwen. So we'll do a couple summons. We have Gwen enough to take to Ascended. We need food. We have Belinda enough to take to Ascended. We need food. All the heroes that we took out of here, such as Gwen, the reason we removed Gwen is because when we look here, we have Gwen already there. We have triple copies already, which will take her 2 to Ascended, 1 with 1 star. So we can already bring her up to 1 star. The same with Falks. We have 4 copies of him there. Same with Belinda, because we do have her here. So Cecilia we need. We definitely need quite a few copies of Cecilia. So we'll build. Yeah, Pharrell we have copies too. So overall, I believe Pharrell we have the copies of as well. Because Pharrell's already here. Which we might not. Actually, we got 1 right there. No more copies in here. So Pharrell, we still need 2 more copies. So we might choose Pharrell, but let's go ahead and we'll use the diamonds, we'll use the scrolls, and then we'll see who we go. Because remember, we still got 24 days for the choice hero. So we still have a significant amount of time. In this account, because it is pay to win, we do get a lot of gems out of here. Every single week, I think we've gotten like probably 20,000 plus. So hopefully we can pull some copies of them. I'd love to get 2 copies of Pharrell, which would be nice. There's another elite card. Celestials or Hypogens I would definitely love as well. Copy of Oscar. He's a hero that I've never built, not really used. I use him on my main account. Mythic Plus, he does really well. So we need 3 more copies of Pharrell, which back-to-back elites there. Copy of Lorzen. His linking ability with Iran, very, very nice to kill a frontline and a backline hero almost at the same time. Hopefully we get some doubles, hopefully some quads, some good pulls here. We're getting elites, but we're getting them 1 at a time. Copy of Oden. He's very powerful as well. Energy disintegration plus his formation disruption, very, very powerful. Pharrell or Cecilia. What should I ascend with my select heroes? That's a very, very tough choice between those 2. So we got a copy of Lorzen, got some more food with Naru. And a lot more food there, which is good. I hope do not possess the hero. I'm going to have that little bug again. 25,000. What's going on, Elizabeth? Thanks for joining me for the live stream. Oscar is the one. Yeah, I know, Gail. They swapped Oscar into the 1 God tier comp. I've never seen him in the comp, actually, which another elite right there. Copy of Cecilia. There we go, guys. So that will take her to Legendary Plus. So we can get her to Mythic. We can get her to Mythic Plus if we have the food. So 4 more copies of her, and we can actually get her up as well. 6 more there, which is awesome. Definitely getting some food. So not getting too lucky with the summons. Got lucky with the twins pulls. Another elite. Another copy of Oden. Very nice. Need advice. Tasi or Leica to SI-20. Running Iran and Rowan. I would go Leica. I did Tasi to plus 20 on this account because I run that same team comp. But Leica, you will not see damage until you get her up higher, essentially. There we got Cecilia. We have Oden. A little bit more food. Which I think I'm going to have to restart this again. We're having the same problem. And I forget if there's a way to get rid of that bug. Because it's the do not possess this hero bug. Let me know if you guys know how to get rid of the bug without restarting. I don't want to go ahead and restart it, but I know we can go ahead and we can do heroes kind of one by one, but that's going to take forever. Just go in elite, which we can right there. What was the inspiration for the channel name? So the big inspiration, so my wife and I started playing Rock Band. If you've read the profile, we started playing Rock Band, God, almost 20 years ago, which is absolutely crazy. But we started playing Rock Band, and then from Rock Band, this name actually came. This was our team name. Furry Hippo was our band name in Rock Band so many years ago. Well, it kind of made its way into Furry Hippo Gaming. I do have another company with the same name with the Furry Hippo, and everyone that I've talked to, everyone that knows, even the payroll company I use, everything, they all love the Furry Hippo. It's just crazy. But the way that it's caught on, absolutely love it. So there we did get Cecilia up. So again, we need food. Have a lot of copies of Falks there. See, still lacking food. Look at all of these copies of heroes, all of these copies of heroes. Still need more food. We have 2 here, and then rain. We need a lot of food and a lot of food for the light bearers. All right, so only 2 more summons. So haven't even seen a double, haven't even seen a triple, which again, another single one. Copy of Shemira, still building her because we need her for some of the bosses and use her for the lab. Another elite there. Copy of Lorzen. So look at that, guys. 44,000 diamonds and next to no elites, which is crazy, the amount of pulls that we just did. But we're going to switch this to light bearers, hopefully with 6 pulls here. Rain and Rigby fodder. It's tough, Sam. Because if they rework, just like Verk, if they go ahead and rework the heroes, we're not going to have those heroes anymore. As much as I would love it, I don't want to fodder them. Another copy of Cecilia. Very nice. We'll be able to use her, but again, we're going to need a lot more food than what we're seeing here. Another 30 emblems. Emblems we need 2. We still need a lot of emblems here. That gives us another copy of Shemira. A couple more heroes there. All right, so that should give us our food to go ahead and build. I'm thinking Gwen. Cecilia we could get up, but Gwen will be able to take to Ascended right now. And if you guys haven't used Gwen in the Abyssal Expedition, again, just like Cecilia, absolutely destroys. And look at that, our first double, which we're almost done, but it is Falks and Astrilda. So she's very good. And our final pull, which is another double, back-to-back doubles. It is, look at that, unlock Hendrik, the man shield, the defender. All right, and a copy of, second one was Astrilda again. Do you think they should buff AE reward some? A little bit, just because it's a lot. When you look at the Abyssal Expedition, it's a lot. I mean, it is a lot of time. It is a lot of effort. If you're not continuously and consistently playing, another copy of Oscar there, you'll fall behind and you won't get the rewards. Great pulls at the very, very end. Copy of Rain. Everyone doesn't want to see Rain, but there she is. All right, so let's see what we got here. So nothing there. The barracks, we can get some stones. Here we're just getting stones because we need the heroes. So 2 more full stones there. Labyrinth, we're saving to go ahead and, well, Redchester, 25 days away. So the space emblems we'll be looking for. Challenger Score, we just bought Aziz. So let's go ahead and use those stones. Let's pop all these because remember, we're still looking to level these heroes up, which in the course of less than 3 months, this account has caught up to my faction accounts very, very quick. And we have continued to build it. Look at 256, 261. Didn't get any red chests in that one. Maybe one set, but 2 more here. Oh, we're maxed. Went to the mailbox, but that's okay. All right, so there's more Oscar. There's more Astrilda. A couple more heroes there. Double. All right, so that should be good. Let's see who we got. Verk. Oh, 2 more Maulers. That's okay, though. Yeah, it's been good, Marshmallow. We pulled a double pull of the twins, if you guys didn't see earlier. So very, very cool. We got a lot of summons done. So now we're going to build some of our fodder. I think we have enough, which we do here. So we'll go ahead with, we got 2 there, we got 2 there. All right, so this is going to give our fodder. There's our legendary. Here's our legendary plus. Big reason is with Gwen, she's very, very powerful. Unlocking her true potential is, of course, behind Arthur, which, if you remember last on Sunday, we unlocked Arthur. So very, very nice. There she is, completely ascended. We'll even throw a star on her because we've been pulling so many copies of her. Now I think it's going to be Cecilia. Cecilia is going to be up next for heroes. We have triples there. We only have 2 food. That's it. We have 3 of Astrilda. We have Rain. We have Rigby. Double copies of Oscar. So as we continue, she will be the next hero we're building. But that gives us 4 already. So 4 ascended heroes for the Lightbearer team, which is awesome. All right. Yeah, I know a lot of people have said that. Rochelle was the Abysmal Expedition. All right, so here we do have, still trying to build a team here. Don't have Verk for fodder, no fodder, no fodder. Which we have 1, we have 2. Look at the copies we have here. We have so many copies of heroes, but again, no food for this account. We're gonna have to start focusing on rare heroes. Yeah, you're right, Sam. A lot of people have replaced Belinda. In so many team comps, she's been replaced with Gwen, with Cecilia. Most people have replaced her. Overall, a majority of people have replaced her at this point. So, all right. So here, are we looking at Solus or are we thinking Lorzen? Which we have copies almost of both. Lorzen, we still need, I believe, 1 more copy. Maybe 2 more copies. Let me know. So we're either going to go Lorzen or we're going to go Solus for the Temple of Ascension for the Wilders. We already have Solus there. We have double copies here, so we could take her to Mythic. I don't think we have enough to take her to Mythic Plus, but we could go Mythic. I already have Ascended Taylene. Which should I go for? Twins. Always the twins. The reason is for the twins, they're always going to be a hero you're always going to use. You're going to use them in the Twisted Essence. You're going to use them in the guild bosses. You're going to use them for a lot of events. I use them to maximize my damage in the Abyssal Expedition. If you don't have them to Mythic and Unlocked, you're not going to have the survivability with them. Yep, once you have Ascended Taylene, which we're close there, a couple more copies, definitely go for the twins. With the new change, can we go past $2.99? Bartholomew, I haven't seen it yet. If you looked at when they're releasing the information for the update, I'm not sure what the tier lists are going to look past $2.99, but essentially that is what it's for, is to go past $2.99. So Sam is going Solus. So let's go Solus because we already have her and we already have her built here. So we'll go ahead and use some copies of Arden because we've been getting a lot of copies here. So we'll take Arden to Legendary. There he is, Legendary Plus. So that will be our Solus food. And there she is to Mythic. I use her on my Wilder team on the Wilder account. Does a crazy amount of damage, which here I think, again, we're going to be a little bit short of fodder. We have an Ira. We have an Arden. So we need 2 more, and then we can have her Ascended. So she'll be up to Ascended. Very nice. Yeah, I like her. She does very well. I like her abilities. I like her damage. I like the Floral Spectre. Especially if you have her furniture. It's very, very powerful. But let's look at the Graveborn. Pharrell, we didn't get enough copies. So next time, remind me guys, when we do the stream, go ahead and let's get Pharrell. We'll pull the rest of the copies for him. But right now we have doubles there. So we have a lot of copies of Naru. But Naru, it looks like, is the only one that we have. That's okay though, because we can go with Naru. Which I do use Pharrell, and I use him in quite a few team comps. We did build quite a bit of food there, but Pharrell will be the focus. So choice hero next time, we'll get Pharrell up to Ascended. So I know we need a couple more copies. I don't think we have. So we have one there, so the 3 pulls. So next time, I'm even going to make a note, Pharrell to Ascended. Just because that's how I have to do, to Ascended. So we'll pull our 3 desired heroes next time. We have 3 choices, and we'll go ahead and we will get Pharrell up to Ascended, so he can be the next one here. Him and Nara are the 2 to really focus on the Graveborn. If I had a choice of one hero, Cirrus or Almas. Almas. I would love Almas. I like Almas. I love the tree. As you can see, funny enough, I even have a baby Groot. If you guys can see the little baby Groot. I love Almas. I built him on my Wilder account. Doesn't perform well at all. Gets absolutely destroyed. If you've seen some of my videos using the Wilder team, he got destroyed. He got replaced. He actually dies super, super easy. Should I build next Sophia or Gwen? With them being different factions, doesn't really make a difference between those 2. Sophia is a hero you have to take to a plus 30 signature item. Gwen is a hero that only needs to go to plus 20. So that's a big factor in there. I would go Gwen, but Sophia is very, very powerful herself. Yeah, my little baby, the pop Groot. I have Superman too over there. But looking at our heroes here, so we have Solus up. My core team, which we already have plus 20 here, or plus 30, plus 20, plus 10. Leica needs plus 20. Big thing with plus 20. And Tasi only needs to go to plus 20. Leica only needs to go to plus 20. Please, guys, if you take anything away from this, do your research before you're leveling up heroes, especially when you're leveling up signature items. Because if you take a hero to plus 30 that really doesn't need to go to plus 30, you're going to go ahead and hinder your progression throughout the game because of you raising their signature item too high instead of raising other heroes that really shine with their signature item. So here, raises damage by 0.2 for every point of accuracy an ally has which exceeds the dodge rating of their target. Damage can be increased to 20%. So if she's doing 20% more damage here, is absolutely huge. This is when she shines, is when you get her signature item to plus 20. Gives her a little bit of life leech there, but overall, a lot more attack for Leica. Remember, she is part of the core team we're building here. So that will take her right there to plus 20. That is where she will stay. I did Brutus to 30 first. Don't feel bad. My first 5-star was Rain. So if you look back, way back when the game was very, very young, yes, Rain was my first 5-star hero. Focused on building her out because she's absolutely awesome. Just to find out she's not really that awesome. Still trying to get Saurus to plus 27 or plus 30 here. So we still have a little bit more room to go with there. All right, so now we come to, let's do the Resonating Crystal. We're already on 274. Like I said, this team is catching up very, very fast to my faction teams, which I've played for months and months and months now. They're going to pass them very fast. Very, very fast. They're going to pass them. But let's look at the Oaken Inn. I need Saurus first to SI30, then E-Run. Yeah, Saurus, if you want to maximize what you can do in the bosses, you need Saurus. You need to level up Saurus. All right, we have 26,000 PO tokens, so we've been saving a ton of tokens. We have a red card there. We're saving our red cards. The reason is, if we're looking to get a hero to 3 stars, or excuse me, 3 pieces of furniture or 9 pieces of furniture, we're going to have the cards on the table so we can go ahead and do that, and we can do that very, very easy. So in our wish list, we have our primary team, which Iran, like a Tasi, very, very good to have in here. Rowan, not the best. Sophia, again, not the best, but I do like Rowan's ability because he does bring a little more healing to the table, as well as increasing his stats. Damon's furniture is pretty overpowerful, but Taylene, Aziz, Twins, and Mahira all have pretty powerful furniture. Right now, we are VIP 13. We're almost to 14, so we'll start getting special codes, which is what we want to see, getting our special codes. So getting bonus rewards for hitting VIP 14. We're pretty close. All right, so let's get into our summons, which just some legendary gear there. Hoping we get some double pulls here, which would be awesome. There was our little red twinkle, which we got a piece for Mahira. Even though we can't use it yet, definitely want to go ahead and get her furniture, because when we build her, which on this account, it won't take too long. If you're free to play, definitely focus on heroes you have. This one, because we're building heroes so fast, we'll go ahead and we'll get furniture even for Taylene before we have her. There's a piece for Rowan. I have Kaz, and she's... I don't know about Kaz. A lot of people say Kaz is a carry, and Kaz is this and Kaz is that. Every time I've used Kaz, similar to Ezio, similar to a lot of other heroes, died super quick. You've got another people there for Sophia. Very nice. I like her bonus. The codes you get, which look at that, back-to-back, Sophia again. So that will give us another piece for her. Gives us 2 cards on the table. All right, so let's take a look at Sophia's furniture. So go ahead, we'll gather it up, we'll auto place. Attack, defense, haste up a little bit, which is good. Attack speed is good. Crit is the same, but I believe that will give us our 3-set bonus, which is right there. Spectral disruption is increased by 15 seconds, which is good. Very, very good to see. Yeah, LB, that's what I've heard. I've heard the healing on Rowan is good. So add another one. We need 1 more piece, I believe, for him. Well, we have 1 piece Taylene, so we do need 2 more pieces for him. I've heard the healing is pretty good. I'm still going off the initial list that White Sushi put out a while ago, but I have heard overall that it is pretty good. So let's go through Leica. Tasi, we already have, I believe, her 3-set bonus, so we got the best items there. So we got Lucius, we got Nakoruru. Rowan is in here. We have Nara, which we like. Saurus, which we use. Damon, and we'll go ahead and unlock this. I'm not sure who else we can add. Should I sacrifice Namora and Iran to get Saurus? No, definitely not. Which, look at all the heroes we can put in here. We can put in Arthur, definitely put in Gwen. I'm gonna have to go rework our building a little bit later, so we can continue just to add floors here, and we can build out the rest of our heroes. Because even if it's a hero you're not using, placing them in here, I have a lot of extra furniture that is literally just sitting in my bags. Just like most people, when you accumulate furniture, so putting furniture in here, look at the stats that I add to her. So adding attack, defense, accuracy, dodge, crit, just by furniture that is literally sitting in my bag. That is the reason why I go through and I add more haste, more healing, more crit resistance. Because if these are heroes eventually I'm going to use, or if I use them for something else, I can go ahead and I can pop those heroes in. There's Ezio, which we don't have any furniture, but again, we have furniture just sitting in our bags. Add in more dodge, which of course, you know, dodge is super powerful for him. And we'll continue to build out these roads. Or excuse me, these rooms. And as you can see, we have 17 red pieces already. We'll add Rose in here, get her some furniture. Then we'll be ready to go. It seems like it takes a long time to get through the summons and everything else. So we have been health, dodge, more regen. All right, so that will do it for the summons. Got all of it set. So where should we go now? Are we thinking going through the labyrinth, the voyage? We still have a couple peaks of time to do. We have the Abyssal, or Abysmal, as a lot of people call it, expedition. We can do the campaign. We can try out Ezio in the campaign. Do you guys want me to drop him in there? which we can actually build him up a little bit more. Now, I'm a little hesitant to build his signature item. Just got Orthos from a temple. Orthos is, again, another hero that I have not built. I would love to build him. In the future, I will build him. Out of Ezio and Nakoruru, I would 100% recommend Nakoruru. Using them both. Nakoruru with the stuns. That is really the big thing, is the stun. So stuns an enemy for 1.5 seconds, sending them hurling whenever a normal attack deals a crit. Well, her crit rating needs to be higher, which fully geared, it'll be quite a bit higher. But Nakoruru overall, which, like I said, we'll try Ezio in the campaign. I'll run him in the campaign a little bit. We'll see how well. I'm not going to level up his signature item much more because I want to level up Pharrell's because we just unlocked him, which he's already at +10 actually. Who else do we have? Gwen. So we'll level up Gwen's a little bit more since she's ascended. Buy Ezio and Nakoruru. Yeah, if you can get them both, it's good. Just because you're foregoing the amount of materials that you need. So the resources you're using to buy the heroes is just kind of crazy. But there we go. +10 with her. So we'll go, you know what, we'll give Ezio some love. We'll give him a second shot here. Get him some more hit points. Get him some more attack. Let's see what his +5 adds. A lot of dodge, which is good. +15 to +25 dodge. Here, crit, physical resistance, speed. Let's go ahead and give him some more dodge. There we go. We'll hook him up with the Grace. And then we're running him with Iran. So Iran will go ahead and we'll put the blade on him. Of course, running him with Tasi. Leica, we just got to +20, which is using all of the gear. And of course, we want conviction on her because of the accuracy, because now we have our +20 item. Then we'll run Rowan as our support. Smoke bomb at S30 SI. Yeah, and the thing with Ezio as well is there's going to be, I mean, if you have a hero to a +30 signature item, they usually perform, of course, better than other heroes. But overall, we'll go Ezio here, or we can actually do Leica dodge so he comes from the back. Let's see how well we do. We'll push a while for in the campaign. Verk's rework seems like it's going to be crazy. It's definitely cannot wait to see his rework. Seen a little bit of stats on it, but to see him with his poison traps versus his ability will be very, very cool. So even here, Ezio, again, a little bit of damage, but it does not include his finishing move, so his execution. So in this team, he should be really well because this team is a burst team, even though he just got destroyed there. The big drawback that I find with Ezio is just like a lot of the heroes, if Brutus is going to roar, of course he's going to be destroyed. I'm not even sure how he died that fast there. But there's his ult. Got a stun there. A lot of people were saying that he executes before Brutus's shield, but there I'm not sure it showed. What is better, a City 1 or 2? City 2. Yeah, I would go Nakoruru overall. I do like Nakoruru a lot better than Ezio. Just the overall utility, everything, it seems like way stronger. And even here, there's all just sits on Brutus's shield. But I do love how he looks, and I love his finishing move. But even there, so one thing that I see as a drawback is, again, he's an agility hero. He dies easy. So if he does not dodge, of course, he's going to die really, really easy. Even though you didn't see that in the trial at all, there he killed Brutus through the shield, which is good. But he'll die relatively easy, especially when it comes to, let's see, a dwarf. Hopefully he can kill the dwarf. There we go. He got 5 kills there because of his ability. 8.75, so did a little bit of damage there, being the only one alive, which is good. Who do you think is the worst dimensional? Yukio. Yukio, hands down. He's decent in PvP. Every other facet of the game, Yukio is not good. Very disappointed. I have my main account completely decked out. Still gets destroyed. Let's see if Ezio can get it done on this one. Dodge, dodge, slow. But see, this is the problem. If there's a shield, he doesn't do enough damage to get through it. I've been running out of time on a lot of battles. He can't do enough damage to get Ogi down with the shield. But yeah, Yukio is by far the worst. Now, William, a lot of people said that they were going to fix him, that they were going to adjust his ability to include the damage that is kind of dealt out, which I'm not sure if that's just going to show him super, super, ultra high damage on every single battle, but that's going to have to wait and be seen. He just doesn't have the ability to get heroes down to the threshold, essentially to kill, is what I'm finding with a lot of battles. Even here, his healing's pretty low overall. That is a yikes for me. Did I beat the Abyssal? The Abyssal Expedition's a little bit different. You can't really beat it, even if you kill the boss. It's on a 1-day respawn timer. So after you kill the boss the first time, it just respawns every day. So it's how many times can you kill the boss? And hit there, Tasi just destroyed Ezio. Because again, Ezio can't dodge magic damage. Yeah, so I believe we're right at killing the boss. I think we're very, very close. There's 2 guilds, I believe, that have already killed the boss. But we're really, really close to killing him for the first time. So every day you can pump damage into him and kill the boss again and again until the event ends. And then the stats are by who killed the boss first or who killed the boss the most, essentially. So even here, this is the point where it's nice that I can just kind of sit back, run through the campaign because it's four times speed. So if it takes a couple times to go through, I can answer questions. I can chat with you guys, which is what I absolutely love to do in the live streams. Even here, let's see Ezio versus Athalia. Ezio, if he can dodge with an ult, hopefully he can start executing everybody. There's a stun. And again, if he's the only hero there, it just seems like it's going to be super hard, even here, to get anybody down. There's no chance. But he's healing a lot. He's got his ult up again and again. There we go. We got Arden down. He's got survivability, as you can see there, but we always run out of time. That's kind of the problem, we think. How to counter Tasi. Easiest one for Tasi is Nara. Nara is the good one to counter a Tasi, because even if she teleports away, a lot of times he will continue, or she, excuse me, will continue to just grab Tasi back again and again and again. Let's try him on the bottom. I think Tasi might be one-shotted. Yep. That's what I thought would happen. But we can always swap him out. So let's go ahead and we'll gear out Sophia, since we did get her furniture up. So here we'll go, let's do the blade there, and then we'll swap Iran with the dodge. I kind of go back and forth between the blade doing more damage and the grace. That way he has more hit points, more dodge. Here, no gear. Nakio's a good Nakoruru, yes. Nakoruru is a good hero. Swap out, so we'll swap in. So this is the team comp that I use, and that I use regularly. The big here is the Spectral Disruption that Sophia brings, and the Scatterbolts that stun. Makes this team very, very tough, but when you're fighting Brutus is the problem. But in this team comp is I can swap out, I can swap in Nakoruru, because Nakoruru just destroys Brutus. So even there with the stun, we got a Scatterbolt, almost got it down. So even here, let's swap out Ezio. Let's go in Nakoruru. And I'll show you the difference between the two. So even here, we'll go with, trying to think, I think we'll swap out. Let's go with Tasi. We'll probably swap out. Belinda Skin event, free to play. It should be. They said it would, that it should be. So it should be. So here's Nakoruru. So let's take a look. We'll even put Nakoruru versus Brutus down here. Because of the regular attacks, well, she just got destroyed there. But because of the regular attacks, she has the ability to stun, and she stuns a lot. So even they're flying around the battlefield, and this is why I love Nakoruru so much more. 2.6, 3.7, 2.63. So doing some damage, definitely doing some healing. But overall, it seems like with her ability to stun, even here with Brutus, Iran pulls him in. Just like Sophia, she provides another stun aspect. Which almost got that one down. But overall, with her stuns, it just seems like it's far better than what I see from Ezio. Poor Mauler, yeah. It seems like Lilith has really been focusing on the Maulers lately. If you've seen some of the updates, the update to Verk that just came out, the update to Satrana that came out, the update to Nimisu that came out, it seems like they're, yeah, really reworking a lot of heroes that need reworked, essentially. Even here, it's the problem of the Brutus. So let's swap out her. We'll swap in Tasi. Hoping Tasi will banish him. Which even there, it looks like K-Sauce got banished. We did get a sleep. Fully charged, so we got that down. 10 million. And Sophia puts out a lot of damage. Especially because, remember, she has the Spectral Disruption, which helps Iran. And she has the Scatterbolt. And she has the little static field right there that she puts on there. Got the stuns, got a sleep, all the CC we need to get them down. Arthur, Nako is easy. Yes. K-Chow, that's perfect. Arthur and Nako, I'd say are pretty equivalent. It just depends on the team comp that you're building. That's really the big thing between them is it's an agility caster versus a tank. So depending what you really need, between those two, but both of them are very, very good choices. It seems like Yukio and it seems like Ezio are... People have said they do really phenomenal in PvP, but I'm not a huge fan of PvP. An early sleep there. Sophia's still up with the stuns. Got taken down. Savius is another one. Super tough to deal with. But even there, we got to banish there, but Rowan is just getting destroyed up there. Let's see if we can grab these two. If you can kill Savius pretty quick, usually it's a pretty good sign. But we're going to have to work through the shield. We do have Rowan's potions, though. Got it. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about that, William, with a mage dimensional hero. A lot of people have said there's a lot of different dimensionals. Why they just keep pumping out more agility heroes. A lot of people were even saying on Reddit about doing like Merlin, since we have Arthur as a mage hero, which I think would be pretty cool. But a lot of different opportunities. I mean, a lot of different things. But they continue to really, really improve this game. I think Lilith has really found kind of a niche of how well they do with this game. And a lot of people that start playing this game, and I've even brought friends over to this game, really, really enjoy the game. Even when they're coming from different dynamics, even when they're coming from different games, have really enjoyed playing AFK Arena. Agility heroes are, yeah, I want to see a little bit different than agility heroes. It's been a lot of the same thing that we've seen now for a while. I think Sophia will put up front just because Sylvana's going to hop right on her. We can pull her right off with Iran. Do you think Hypogen should have a ranger? in the future, Quam, I think there's going to be a lot of other heroes coming out. But overall, I don't know how powerful a ranger would be for a Hypogean ranger, just because the ranger tree is so powerful. Out of all of the elder trees, the ranger tree is just the one that can absolutely destroy. Yes, Lord Dree. So through chapter 25, that is usually where Shemira begins to fall off. 10, 20, 13. Definitely pick that up. Red chests and our Stargazer cards. Good one there. That'll actually give us enough to add a little bit more here. 276. A little bit more strength, but little by little we'll get there. So we're on 2621. Perhaps they're pumping out agility heroes too. Yeah, I think they need to change a little bit to the store too, with how the gear is, because once I'm looking for Arthur's gear, I have Arthur unlocked. I still haven't seen a piece of Arthur's gear in the guild shop to buy yet. So if they could go ahead and cycle through the gear or make some of the more of the bottom gear. And what I'm talking about is the gear right here. So as you can see, we do have the dimensional boots. This is the only spot that they show up. And this rotates between the dimensional gear, between the tanks, and between the agility heroes. So if we added in the mage, they need a couple more slots down there to go ahead and cycle through the gear. It took me about 6 months to fill and complete Arthur's set. So it did take quite a bit to get through there. All three dimensional Merlin. Yeah, dimensional Merlin with the dragon. Yeah, Albie, exactly. Same thing that I seen. It was Arthur's, I believe, his weapon. I believe when it came to the Arthur gear, his weapon took me months and months and months to get his weapon. So even here, look. So we took Tasi from plus 10 signature item to a plus 20 signature item. That's the increase in damage. Because remember, it's based on the opponent's dodge. Well, depending who she's shooting with arrows, some of the heroes have really, really low dodge, meaning that she caps out at her 20% increased damage, which is always awesome to see. And if you look at this team, it is all about controlling the heroes. So Leica, of course, the damage, the armor reduction. Sophia has a stun. Rowan has a stun. Tasi has a banish. Tasi has a sleep. Iran has a slow. Iran has a freeze. So 4 of the 5 heroes in this team comp are just super powerful heroes overall with the build. And if you roll normal gear, yeah, the normal gear can't be dimensional. That's the only one with our faction reset scrolls. You can't get the dimensional gear. So you either have to do real money or you just have to wait it out forever to get that. Yep, completely true. When it comes to the CC, the crowd control, it is what wins battles. It's not the power the heroes are putting out. And that's why most of the team comps, if you really break down most team comps, most of them are support, most of them are CC, usually carrying one hero that is the damage class. Whether it be a Leica, whether it be a Sophia, usually there's only one hero that is pure damage, which in this case, it's Leica because 1, she's a ranger, 2, she has the defense reduction to burn through these stages very, very quickly. And puts out, well, Tasi even did a lot more damage there, but puts out a considerable amount of damage. But she lowers the target's defense by 25%, which makes Leica super, super important. People run Leica all the way through endgame chapters. Yeah, that's why the lockout team is so strong. And even here, a lot of people got to remember, it's a minute 30 for every match. And that's a lot of comments I get. So when you look at a stage right here, it's a minute 30 for the stage. That doesn't mean you have to finish the stage in 20 seconds, in the first 30 seconds. you still have time to complete the stage. Just take the time that is allotted, finish the stage, and just go from there. So even here, we need Leica up top to dodge, which she did in there. Look at the Cyclone that goes straight through the entire team. Sometimes we swap Rowan like that because Rowan can take the initial hit. And Sophia, even back there, does a lot of damage. Last boss for this chapter is hard. I ran it 100 times before finishing it with the same cup. Yeah, and a lot of it here depends on level. Because even here, this team's hard because Warwick you can't CC really. Screg you can't CC really, which makes it difficult. So you got to deal with a lot more heroes. Because even when we try to CC them, most of the time it does not work. Oh, one more hit, we would have had her. Should be able to get this one down though. Leica's just getting destroyed. Which we could probably swap Nakoruru in this one. Which might help right there. Ira got banished. Give it a couple more tries and then we'll change it up. Skarath Furniture 3 in Gorvo. Swap 2 tests. Yeah. Skarath, his furniture is really, really powerful, especially when you combine it with Inoki, when you combine it to heroes that are based on AoE abilities. So any heroes that have really strong AoE skills, the team set is going to be strong. It's super, super strong. So even here, let's swap out Leica. Let's try Nakoruru. Because remember, she does have the stuns. This is one, but we're about 56 minutes into the live stream, so quite a bit in. Let's run through the lab really quick. Here we have Orthos. Here we have Mizoth. Just because I'm not sure I'm going to have a chance to do the lab a little bit later, but we can always come back to the campaign. So here, this has been the team comp I've been running, but we can drop Sophia in here, swap this team comp, and then Rowan. So here's our team comp. What's going on, Celestial? Thanks for joining me for the live stream. Which heroes do you think a rework, and how do you rework them? There's a lot of heroes that still need reworks. And I think Lilith should look at heroes that people aren't using. I mean, if something as easy as, which Leica died there pretty quick. Wukong. Wukong is tough to deal with. Every time that I fight Wukong, he is just always a pain to deal with. But just like the list in the compilation of what White Sushi did, of heroes that are used, heroes that are not used, formations, when you look at heroes that are not in really any formations, those should be really the first heroes that I would look at to rework. When you look at Rain, when you look at Thane, when you look at Kaz, a lot of heroes that nobody's using, and say, hey, we built all these heroes and nobody's using them. What's the reason behind it? And what can we rework to kind of make them work? Because essentially there's no reason to have a bunch of heroes in the game that nobody's using. It just doesn't make sense. And there are a lot of heroes essentially in the game that a lot of people don't use. Which heroes are useful in the Expedition? Expedition is Rangers. Agility heroes, Rangers. The Celerity tree is by far, again, in this one, the most powerful. The heroes in that tree can just destroy bosses. Even running, so I run 5 Rangers with my team comps. I have 2 5-person team comps that are Rangers because you can focus 100% of all of your resources into one tree. Just making them super, super powerful. Which again, Ezio's a ranger, so if you buy Ezio, if you get Nakoruru, if you have Yukio, all rangers, all in the ranger tree, all in the celerity tree, that can continue to do just a crazy amount of damage. Because when you start getting their relics in the Abyssal Expedition, Kaz is good as a ranger because Kaz has dodge. So in the expedition, she does well. I actually put her in my main team because of her dodge was kind of the big thing. And here, as much as I love the haste, remember, we pull all of our heroes in with Iran. So the chances of heroes not being on our side are pretty slim, but Life Leech will definitely help. Yes, even Kaz is good in there. And remember, Kaz, overall with their skills and everything in there, Kaz gets a pretty good boost because of the percentages. And that's where Kaz does good in there as well. Again, haste, we'll go with the call to arms. And I'm hoping, because I got paired with, this account is in 80s Heroes. If you haven't seen, I've been in 80s Heroes for pretty much the beginning of the game. My main account is in Casuals, but we were paired with the Hive. I don't know if anyone's used the Hive. I believe it's a foreign guild because most of the chat's foreign, so we can't see it. But they've been doing really, really well through the Abyssal expedition as well. But the Rangers do destroy the expedition. It's very cool to see, especially with like the Iran Leica combo with, so put in Iran Leica with Gwen and Pharrell, just destroy. I mean, they can just destroy teams by themselves, 5 Rangers. Verk rework. I think the Verk rework will be absolutely awesome. I looked at it today. So the invisibility skill has been replaced by poison traps. I don't know if you guys have looked at it, but does anyone know if the poison traps, which Rowan died here, if the poison traps can actually reset? Is it a one and done thing, or can the poison traps be reset? I didn't even see why he died there. I didn't think Shemira was even on him. This one is really good because this Dispelling Arrow can take care of Brutus, which is what we want. We don't want to have to deal with Brutus. Yeah, it seemed like sometimes he did and sometimes he didn't. Michael, is what we've seen, because once or twice it seemed like he killed it. Once or twice he just sat and attacked based on, I believe, the hit points that Brutus had when he shielded. But he didn't go through the shield because I think Brutus healed up before he was able to go ahead and take out the rest of the shield. Also executes a Reviving Thorn. Oh, I haven't seen that. But that would be pretty cool. So here we'll go ahead and bring Rowan back so we can drop him back on our team. Which this is another team comp that I kind of run just because I borrow my own heroes, as most of you know. But we can drop Rowan up in front. Which hero should I put for substance? Nemisu useful. Overall, for the healers, the one that I found worked the best was in the substance tree, Taylene. Of course, you have to have Taylene. The twins do really well. Rowan does really well. Rose does really well. A lot of different heroes in the support tree do really, really well in the expedition. Namora does well because Namora can charm. The Beguile ability in there is really strong as well. Which I'm hoping, I'm sure Thorin's gonna, nope. Usually he'll go one-shot people here. Yeah, I built her early, then realized can't do much with her. Thane, Verk, and Kaz. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the heroes, when you look at the, which we got Poke coins there. Which I pick up the Poke coins. This is where I get a lot of them from. Just because I'm not too worried about the diamonds. We can always get and buy more diamonds. But the Poke coins, very, very hard to get. Hard to come by. But if Verk gets good enough and buff. Unfuse him with it. Yeah. If Verk gets a rework, yeah, definitely unfuse him. With his rework, I want to see how powerful he's going to be in the rework. That's always kind of the big thing, is how good is the rework for him. Which only time will tell. It seems like because they added a stun. If you guys haven't checked out his abilities, they added a stun to him, which I believe it's a 5-second stun, which is a long stun. Like I said, with the poison traps, if he can use them more than once, if they reset, he'll be super, super powerful. I think we just got destroyed by Tasi again. Seems like they do so much damage. They added a stun to Verk. Yes, they added a stun. They replaced his 4th ability, and they added a stun to Verk. If you haven't seen it, they added a stun to him. So here we just swap in, of course, Saurus, which should be able to keep him up, but Saurus can just burn down bosses. That's why I always say if you're building heroes, Saurus can just absolutely destroy bosses. Yeah, the trap stun has a 5-second stun. So even there, 43 does a ton of damage. So we'll drop in Iran. We can run with this combination for a little bit. We'll go this route. It is a 3-second stun. It's a 5-second stun when it's maxed out. 3 seconds on the base level, 5 seconds on the maxed out. Is there a place for Shemira after she falls off of the campaign? Lord Dree, very funny you should say that. There is an absolute perfect place for Shemira. As we all know it, she is used as a fusion hero. Yep. There we go. Thank you, Amul. Use 5-star Shemira to fuse with Dimensional. That's what I have on my accounts. That's what I have on most of my accounts, is she is fused with other, with Dimensional heroes. So that was kind of what I used her for as well, was fusing of the Dimensional heroes. It'd be great if she had another place, but she works perfectly fused. Yeah, that's really the only place. But then again, you also have to remember Flying Chicken is if she's fused, as long as you're not using Arthur and Shemira, which doesn't make sense. If you're not using Ezio and Shemira, doesn't make sense. So you can still use Shemira. Even if she's fused, you just can't use the fused heroes together. Mizoth or Khazard. That combination, I would go with Khazard. Just because there's a lot of really good tanks like Arthur, where Khazard will just absolutely destroy damage. Khazard, if you can get him in the correct team and get him cycling through, Khazard will just absolutely destroy. Does so much damage in such a short amount of time. Here we get a couple more rewards, which I believe this pass expired. So pick this one up. If you guys haven't seen the passes either, I'll actually cover them in a little bit. The passes for all 3 of these, they have buffed all of the rewards in here dramatically. They've added, so these, where there's 60 here, the new ones go to 90. Even here it's 1,000. They actually added kind of tier levels to the Champions, the Twisted Essence, to all 3 of these cards. They've added levels. Didn't increase the cost, but added levels, which is going to make them super, super powerful. Can I ask advice? I'm in chapter 23 and I'm stuck. If you wait for the heroes, I mean, if you're really stuck roadblocks, you might have to wait a little bit to get your level just a little bit higher. But a lot of times, a lot of stages just using different team comps seems to work very well. Oh, we got Tasi. Got it. Look at that. 11.54 million damage. All right, so we're halfway through 26 at this point. Stacking up everybody in there. Got to sleep. Nakoruru's coming out. Very nice stun. Perfect. 6.2, 6.8, 4. So again, Nakoruru, I overall out of the dimensionals, Arthur and Nakoruru, very, very impressed by. Both of them do really well. Even here, I know Savius is just going to destroy us. I'm hoping we got a dodge, which we did. Good stun if we can get CC up. Oh, Verk's in the back. He's going crazy. Oh, we almost got that one too. You can also play for RNG. Yeah, and that's a lot of it. Yep. A lot of it is RNG. A lot of this game, if you guys haven't realized, is RNG. Where you can run the same battle essentially 100 times, and that one time that it all clicks, you can just go through and absolutely destroy. Should I get Nakoruru? I would get Nakoruru first. Davon, because you can get Nakoruru and you can get Ezio, you can get both of them. Lilith has ensured us both heroes. You will have more than enough resources to get both of them, so you don't have to settle for one or the other. You'll be able to get both, which is good to see. So even here, change it up a little bit because we know exactly where Sylvana's going. Look at Nakoruru back here. This is why I absolutely like her. Is she just took care of Nomura all by herself in the back because she keeps heroes locked down with the stuns. There she goes again. Does a lot of healing herself. Single-handedly can just lock down a hero with the amount of stuns that she has. Stunning Isabella. Perfect. What is Yukio used for? Yeah, PvP. He does well in PvP. And the big thing with that is also with the PvP is now again, since we have Ezio, even though Yukio performs well in PvP, Ezio might replace Yukio, and now Yukio won't be used for anything, depending on how effective Ezio is. Because remember, again, this game, you're only limited to the amount of characters that you can put into battle. Everybody else, of course, you're not going to use because you're limited, again, to how many heroes you can have. So let's swap team out here and watch Nakoruru fight Thorin. If she can get the stuns off. There's a knock up. So she's just sitting there, got a knock up. Stuns everybody. Right there, stuns Pharrell. So very, very cool to see. Tasi versus Tasi. Oh, they got Thorin up. But honestly, they are too expensive. Red, I know. And that's where Kraken is the red chest. It's the trade-off between the two is where you're really going to have to find that niche. I mean, it's a ton of resources for the heroes, and Lilith knows that. It is a ton of resources you're going to have to put into getting these heroes. But the trade-off is you only need one copy. And that's the one thing that I absolutely love about the dimensional heroes is one and done. So as long as you got the one copy, Tasi versus Tasi, which our Tasi lost. Ezio is much better in PvP. Yeah, and that's it, Flying Chicken. So if Ezio is way better in PvP, Yukio is going to be non-existent. How do you get Nakoruru, the dimensional heroes? You have to save resources and buy. It's actually going to be a lot of resources, and you'll be able to buy the hero very, very shortly. Which I believe it's a couple more weeks, and you'll be able to buy Nakoruru. Which is good to see. So we made it to 2636. So how did we do tonight? 17, so not to the top 10, but we are definitely close. Got a lot done today. Look at that, already got 7,000 diamonds, got quite a few cards. Have a lot more essence here. As we continue through the Abyssal expedition, we'll continue to get more. A couple more stones, 19 chests there. Got a lot more furniture. Just have a lot more stuff to do because this game now just seems like it's very, very time consuming. But Again, this is the pay to win account, meaning that anything we get in super chats, and thank you guys for all the super chats. Thank you guys for the membership. LB, Elizabeth, everyone who has a membership to the channel, definitely helping support the cause and support us building the account. So anything we get in super chats, anything that we get in YouTube revenue, anything that we put into the account, we'll go ahead and build this account and continue progression. So we got the gear, which is good. I've been buying these for our little bottles. No more dimensional heroes. We just have the only one. We got the Regal rewards. We got everything in here. Wardrobe. Not too sure about buying them, which this one we can actually get, can't we? Just thought about that. We finished that one out. So 20 more there. And we bought Dolly too, just for the fact that we had the collection. So there it is. And if I didn't know this, but when you unlock this, watch the skin. It's very, very cool. So when you're fighting him or when you see him in combat, it's very cool. Let me actually show you. I got it today on my main account, and it's very cool how it looks because everything here turns blue. Not a big fan of the outfit, but when he's here and he does his abilities, which hopefully he'll do it here in a second, the shield is a giant blue shield. And also when he does, maybe he's not going to do anything right now, but literally sit there and just swing. But it has some very, very cool effects. So when he puts up his shield, it's a giant blue shield. Maybe, maybe not. Rides a wave, there you go. Nope, he does a cool blue shield though. But we have that, so that's good. Completely done. Hoping the Belinda skin is the exact same way. We got Dolly, we got all of those. We need food. We need fodder food. So let's continue with light bearers. So buy all of these. We still have a couple more days. We'll buy some more of these. So I think by the end of this, we should be able to have all these faction cards. If you click him, he uses the abilities. Let me see. See, there's the little blue. There's the shield. That's the one. So like I said, as much as I'm not a big fan of the outfit, if they did some cool blue armor or something like that, it would have been really, really cool. But it is very cool looking with the abilities. How it looks in combat is very cool. So, but that'll conclude it for the live stream for tonight. I know we went a little bit over, but definitely made some progression. Went through almost 30 stages in this chapter. We're continuing to push the King's Tower, continuing to level up our Resonating Crystal. We're already at 276 in less than 3 months. And look at the heroes that we have already. Already got some here. We'll continue, need some more emblems, of course, but got Taylene, we got the twins, got super lucky with them. Ahira as well. Got Gwen up, which is good. Got enough copies to unlock Cecilia. Still focused on Skarath here. Need a couple more copies, a lot more food. Solus we're working on, got double copies. So again, more food there. We can build her as well as Pharrell. More copies, we can build him, which we'll focus on. I got my note to build Pharrell next time. So thank you guys for joining me. Always fun to do the live streams. Love answering questions. Hit me up on Discord if you do have any questions, team comp, stuff like that. Sam's on there. Thank you, Sam, for always helping me out with the Discord server, as well as Chris. Awesome. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Summer Dolly skin doesn't change background. Yeah, it just looks like she's wearing different clothes. That's all it is. It doesn't have any function. She just wears this outfit versus this outfit. There's another one coming soon, as you can see. So there's no benefit to getting Dolly's clothes other than the look overall, similar to the skins. But again, thank you guys for joining me. Why did you build Scrag? Scrag is an absolute monster tank. If you use him in the Mauler Tower, he is absolutely required in the Mauler Tower, because he is Diesel. If anyone fights him face to face, he has a big damage mitigation, which makes him really, really powerful to build. Plus, he pushes heroes together, essentially. So, But that will conclude it for the live stream tonight. We've seen a little SEO overall out of the dimensionals. Like I said before, Nakoruru would be the one that I would build just because of her ability for her CC, her ability to stun, her ability with her signature item. Very, very powerful hero when you look overall. SEO still kind of disappointed. We spent emblems on his signature item to get a little bit higher instead of the twins, but still just a little disappointed with his overall performance, even though we've continued to build him. So that'll conclude it for the live stream. Again, thank you for joining me. We'll probably do one on Sunday. I like to do Sunday afternoon. That way we can get a lot more people on there. Because during the week, it's kind of a good time for me here. But for a lot of people, they've said it's kind of a bad time for them. So overall, though, thank you for all the love and support on YouTube. Absolutely love it. We're almost, I believe, to 8,900 subscribers right now. So we're really, really close to 10,000. We're doing the monthly giveaways. Every month we're doing a subscriber giveaway, and then anyone who has a membership, So No Res won last month. Anyone who has a membership to the channel, we'll go ahead and do a second giveaway. So 2 every single month. If you want to join, on my main page for the channel, there is a little join button, so you can hit me up there. If you do have any questions, hit us up on Discord. Always happy to help. Thank you for all the love and support, and thank you guys for watching.